Hi, everyone. I'm just like you, just like everyone else. All of us businesswomen are sitting at home right now trying to decide what we need to do to keep our businesses going, or if we even need to keep our businesses going. Look at me, and I'm sure you're just like me, doing your own hair, dark roots in your hair, my nails. I don't want to show them on camera because it's like 2 weeks past due when I need to do them. But we have some very important decisions to make. First of all, I'd like to recommend, if you want to know, get pad. And let's start here. We're going to start with this pad and try to figure out what it is that we need to do with our businesses. Just like you, probably, I started my business with very little money. My mother had just passed from pancreatic cancer. I used her insurance money to start my company. I started a school. At that time, I was a director at a college, and so I thought that I knew everything I needed to know because of my management position about opening a school. I had no idea that I did not know, but probably maybe 5% of what it took. So I took my insurance money from my mother. I also got an SBA loan. At the time, SBA was lending money. But the only thing is they only let me borrow $50,000. $50,000, in case you have not tried before, it's nothing. As a matter of fact, $50,000 took me about 2 months. And it gave me just enough money to realize I didn't have any money. So let's look at what we're going to do now. Okay, first of all, this is just me and this is just my suggestions on things that we should do. First of all, you make sure that you think about your business. And I would say have a tablet like this. This is what it's called an intention tracker. It keeps up with what I'm doing, and I have to do it. If not, I will not. And it says, on here it says, today I will be, feel, and do what I will do. So what I'm doing right now is kind of keeping track of business and what it is that I would like to do. Because like you and everyone else, my business has been severely hampered by this quarantine that we're all in. And so it's very important that we keep up with it because it's easy to lose track, because what happens is that we're dreamers. We're people that decided to go all the way out there, spend our last dime, all of our energy. We probably all work 20 hours a day. And so now we have to decide we're at home and we're not able to make money. What happens when a small business that has no money is not able to even make a little money? It's very, very depressing if you allow it to be. But the thing that we know is that we will come through this just like we've come through everything else in our lives. I'm probably older than many of you. I was in business for 18 years. And so now deciding what do I do now is very important. So what I do is I keep track of what it is that I want to do. And so this is a good time for you to assess your business. I decided really a couple of months ago that I needed to change my business. The way that it was, I was overworking. I was working all the time. I don't think I had an off day. That means a clear mental off day for 18 years. So I needed to do something different anyway. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm reassessing my business. How do I do something different, something that's related, that I can use skills that I already had in order to be successful? And that's what you have to do too. What is it that you're doing? If you're a hairstylist and you've been doing all of this and you have, say for instance, if you have 5 people working for you, can you be successful now with just 2 people? Now, this show is just for business owners. If you're an employee, you might not want to listen to it, because I'm going to try to help business owners be successful on a long-term basis. And so some of the things that you may have to assess, I just jotted them down, and you may want to do it too. Check your finances. How much money do you have to sustain yourself? I know they have these government stimulus packages for SBA loans, but the thing about it is if you get those, you're telling the government that you're going to keep all of your employees for a period of time. That might not be the most expedient thing for you to do right now, especially if you've lost more money than you're going to get from a government-backed loan that will turn into a grant one day. Then the other thing that you may want to do is your business profitable right now? It could be a time for you to make some changes. And when I say changes, whatever they are, don't be afraid now to make changes, because we're all in the same boat. Our government is or let me say this, the world is very unstable right now. So the great thing about it is you're not unstable by yourself. I am too, and so is everybody else. And then you might also want to think about it. Have you been working too many hours anyway? Maybe you don't have the energy for that same type of business. So what I say to you is, if you are an entrepreneur, if you're like me and you have an entrepreneurial spirit, you don't want to stop what you're doing. You really don't. And I would not ever advise anyone to do that. But what you can do is, now let's regroup. Let's see how we can regroup. Look at your business model. Look at if your building that you have is too large, or is your rent too much? Can you now renegotiate a lease, or can you do without a lease? It depends on the type of business. If you're in a service industry, can you continue to work from home? If you already had, say if you had 10 employees, can you do it on 5? If you had 200 employees, can you do it on 50? So these kinds of things. We're going to talk every day. And if you want to reach me, go to our txbusinesswomen.com. You can always reach me there. You can click on our links and I can give you information. We can chat or whatever. But what I need you to do is, businesswomen, I need you to understand, we're all in the same boat. We're all in the same boat for once in history. So thank you so much. Have a great day and have a really good cup of coffee. Or for those of you who like tea, have a good cup of tea. Thanks.